Hey everybody, happy Sunday fun day. Hope everybody had a great week. Need to get on here and make this video real quick. Um, got some people coming over that are gonna be working with some new people, being introduced to the Daisy Project. But man, guys, there's been so much happening between in personal life, busy. So many things have been happening in the Daisy Project. I haven't been able to even keep up and give you guys the latest and greatest update. There was announcements made yesterday that I'm just over here shaking my head. At the, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised because I told each and every one of you guys, those of you all who had a conversation with, I didn't even know how to explain, but I I I think most of you saw or felt my confidence and trusted me in my judgment, in my vetting of the Daisy Project and Endotech, and that I was putting you into something that was absolutely solid, not something fly by night, not something that is going to make some money and then be gone away or shut down. There's things like that all over the internet. I'm sure you got people constantly in your Telegram or something always, oh, check this out, I got this out. I get those 10,000 times a day. I don't pay them any attention. The reason I don't pay those things any attention because I do understand what the Daisy Project is, and then there's nothing like it out there. So, real quick, let me highlight some things. Then there's be some more coming out, but the main thing is get y'all as is in the game. There's only one thing that's hurts more than you missing out on something, and that's you being actually in something or part of something, and you absolutely took no advantage of it. So, I got some important things to say. First of all, when you look at the AI system, it has done exactly what they said it would do. A lot of you guys are not even paying attention to your accounts, have not even paying attention to what's going on in the crypto world. But literally over the past 3 weeks, the cryptocurrency market has lost over 60% of its value. Now that's something that's happened. It's something that's necessary. I mean, it's been on a bull run rise. This is something that needs to happen. People often sell off their currencies so they can push the market back down. So when it get low, they can start buying again. We just need to start learning how to do that. But the beauty of Daisy and Endotech is that we don't have to know all that. We don't have to figure all that. We simply put our funds into the Daisy, and where the rest of the world had lost 60% of their profits, Daisy is still have us sitting at a 40 to 50% return on what we have in our personal accounts. The AI system has gotten us out of the trades when everything's starting to fall. It has put us in some trades to sell so we make money. Why it's going down, and the AI system is simply plotting out the next moment that the market will go here. And so just giving you example, like what differentiates us from those who, when everything is going good and the cryptocurrency is winning everywhere, everybody is posting, everybody is a guru, right? Now, all of you don't hear anything from those individuals right now. And see, what you have to understand, let's say they everyone was here, even in our Daisy accounts and market, and then the markets have dropped all the way down to here, right? Daisy, it took some of the loss, but got us out of those trades and parked us here in stable accounts into USD accounts and some small accounts. So now what happens is when the market moves again, and it's going to come back again, we're starting from up here where everybody else has to come all the way from here just to get back to even where they were before they catch up. In the meantime, we would have outgrown it. We would have compounded, our savings. Unbelievable. This is what's happened, guys. This is not even the full AI system. Understand the whole purpose of the AI. We are raising money. We're raising the funds to improve what is already the baddest damn system out there. Understand that. So that being said, a couple of big things that happened. One of the things that's beautiful about this whole project, one is that Daisy is not a company. You've heard that on presentations. You heard that from me. Daisy is a community. We are the community, and one thing that is promising by the founders of this group is that they listen to the community, and so there's been things that of course, everything hasn't gone right, but they've gotten mostly everything right. But guys, this is what it's like to be in something at the very beginning. Understand that. If you become part of something where all of the bugs are worked out, basically you're too late. Understand that. It's the beauty of being part of something before it gets started. You even look at something like Amazon. When Amazon just started out, and that's when it was just only doing books. It took them over 6 months to sell their first book on Amazon. 6 months, guys, and yet, I just want to give you something to point your attention to there. But some of the feedback that was coming from the field, there's a lot of people who live in third world countries who are part of this unbelievable community. They believe in the Daisy Project, but something that we do, if we do $100 package like it's nothing for them, that's like several months their family could live off of that. And those individuals believed in this and they participated in that, but they don't have the same community like we can to have people go up to these different tiers and things like that. So the community, the founders, they've done several things to make sure that this is accessible. This dream of financial independence becomes accessible for everyone. And those of you all who have not been paying attention to how the compensation plan works, haven't been wanting to have a conversation with anybody, just go right over your head. You just go keep on letting money slip through your fingers. Just go keep on denying other people the same benefit that you have, the same thing that's enriching your future. But hey, I no one can that know what you can do is do that. But two things they did to help that word out is even a person that comes in with $100, they now have the ability to fill their entire matrix just with that $100. And that's also even if they don't refer anyone. Now, will it take longer, all this stuff? But bottom line, with $100, a person can fill their $100 tier, and that $100 tier pays out $346,000 once it's full. So that person who did that can no longer have a much better chance on reaching those goals just by having $100 conversations. I talked to you guys that if you ever see me do the presentation, this is one of the simplest things I ever seen to do. You could actually only have conversation with three people that want to do $100 one time, not every month, not with one time. That repeated process in a matter of 10 weeks, 10 months, that's over $300,000, guys. What are we waiting on? Also in tier 2, they opened it up where you can fill up tier 2 all the way down, but you just have to have purchased the end of tiers to from however many tiers you go down, you're able to earn on all those levels. What I'm talking to you is foreign, you need to get with me, because you literally it's like you driving a dang on Ferrari in first gear, and you waving to people proud like you got it, like you, because you drive a Ferrari, but you absolutely are not doing a eighth of what you have in your hand. Also, a lot of them they did, as you're aware, if you've been keeping up with stuff, you can now take any of your profits out. I am going to be a component that you don't take your profits out. Let those funds compound. But if you do this, you're right. They started off with a minimum of $50, and that's just because between the fees and process and all that stuff, that they thought that was a good number. But some people, they wanted to be able to go lower, because with only doing $100, it may take it longer before it reaches $50 in growth. So they've reduced that to $20. Unbelievable. But the big announcements that were made on yesterday. So I've had this conversation in detail to some of you all who ears perked up. I gave you more of it, and I'll do this real quick and try to explain this again. because the confusion becomes because we have a fund, which is called the Daisy Fund, which is our money being grown by Endotech. Then you have, by the same name, Daisy Community. That's all of us. What we're building in this community is not just attached to Endotech. This was just the very first step. I try to explain that to people conceptually. And since the launch and successful things we've done with Endotech, we've had companies lined up for them, for us to launch their DeFi, decentralized finance. That is the biggest thing that's in the world, guys. DeFi is the future. You don't know about it, start pulling up some YouTube videos, but basically the world itself is looking to have a decentralized financial aspects where we do business peer to peer. We get the banks out of it, we get companies out of it. That is the future. Whether you like it or not, you could get behind it. We're trying to get in front of it. And we have all these entities who are now saying, hey, we want the Daisy community to be the one to put that out there. Well, just like we did with Endotech, the beauty in being part of the Daisy community is that anything you bring to us, it is going to enhance the community. So, right, Endotech, they had to give us stock, right? Pre-IPO stock. Well, these DeFi companies who are now coming to us, we are launching the what is called the DeFi platform. So when new companies want to launch a new token, in other words, in layman terms, like their new Bitcoin or their new Ethereum, they come through us. The Daisy community, when they do that, they literally is going to airdrop some of their coins into everybody in the Daisy community's pockets, and then we will also have the opportunity to get those coins at a very, very reduced rate. Now, if that's not enough or you can't understand all of that, guess what, guys? Daisy is actually coming out with its own coin. And this coin, from the initial launch, will be on the public cryptocurrency exchange day one. This is not like an internal token. There's a lot of companies out there that they start tokens and they companies, and it's really only used through the company. It really has no value. The value of what this token is being created for is for projects that go on the DeFi program. And what we're going to do, and what Daisy is doing for us, we have a whole company that their whole drive is like how they position companies to do IPOs and things like that. That's going to be working on the launch of the Daisy coin. And what's going to happen is that December 12th is when the Daisy coin will be going, not December 12th, June 12th, guys. We're talking about a couple weeks. The Daisy coin will be going public. Their goal is to get the coin out to the market at $5 per coin. What are we going to benefit as Daisy members? First of all, to even be offered this, you must be in Daisy prior to June 11th. That's first and foremost. So you listen to this, you know you're already there, but there's some people you talk to, there's some loved ones that you just didn't have the conversation with. You need to get their butts in the door. They may not understand Daisy or don't, not into AI, but they may understand the value of what's coming is what is called pre-coin sales. What's going to happen is on June 12th, the first offering will go out to the Daisy community for 10 cents a token, guys. I just told you, once it hits the public, they're looking at the initial to hit the public at $5. But listen, we get the first round, we get it at 10 cents. The second round, I think we get it for 25 cents. If you miss that, or because it's only going to be a certain amount that's going to be available at the 10 cents. Once that's out, then they'll go to the next round. Also, this is important, especially if you guys only did $100 in your packages or whatever, because when the token comes out, you will only be able to get as many tokens as what you already have in the Daisy crowd fund. So in other words, if you have purchased tiers 1 and 2 in the Daisy project, when the Daisy token comes out, you will only be able to get up to $300 worth of that coin, if that makes sense. So now, for those of you who are already here, it may be a great opportunity for you to position yourself to maybe get a few higher tiers, so that when that coin offering comes out, you're able to get more. Um, I am not a guru at this by any means, guys, but I do know true value and opportunity. I have now studied enough things to show you that there's a whole group of people out there in the world that, while we're out here being cool and wearing stylish things, a bunch of literally eggheads, people who had no real education, people who had no, but they had belief, and they took part in these projects, these DeFi projects coming out with little bitty pennies, and they only put hundreds of dollars in there, and those projects, those tokens or whatever, went up to $15, $20, and they became at least 100,000aires, if not millionaires. So we need to get our butt in the game. You need to get with me, because I know if you can't understand this or that, you need to make time. We're talking about only 3 weeks. I know I'm gonna be super busy. I'll make some rooms for you. I do have we had launched the Daisy app, and if this is a easier way for you to get this out, I will give you guys access to my account, where you can send this out to people if you want. It's a survey. It's very some of you may have gotten it. You see, it's very indirect, but it will pique the interest of anybody. And inside of all that also is all of the videos you need. A person can really watch those videos. They could see step by step how to get started without you even having to have a conversation with you. By the time they have a conversation with you, they should be telling you asking you what is your referral link, because it will take them through everything they need to know. But time is of the essence. Now, the way that this project works, you heard in some of the presentations that they have all this stuff for these pace setters, these people who refer people that bring in hundreds of thousands of dollars. These guys are part of these passive pools that just pay them money on every little exchange that happens. Unbelievable things. This becomes a life income for these individuals. Well, most of us, if you're hearing this, you're my team, we're not in a position that we know individuals that have that type of money. So one of the things they want to do is to create a pool just for those who are least making the effort, those who are least getting that word out. And they're creating a spillover pool for this new token that those who qualify for this will get their share of over 10 million tokens in this pool that we will all share for. What are the requirements to do? From now until June 11th, you have 4 people join Daisy with a cumulative contribution of $1,000. That could be one person did 700, the other 2 did 100, however it flows. It could be one person did 2,000, the other, whatever, however it comes together. That's attainable to everybody. What that means then is that you will be in this pool along with me and Tamara, and you will be able to get a piece value of this token that's hitting the marketplace. 10 million token value, guys. It's way too much for me to explain to you guys. You just need to know you have to take action on this. So without further ado, I'm like, listen, keep enjoying your Sunday. I'm finna go to work, finna do it with fun, probably finna do it over a couple of beers, but I got a group. You see my chairs, you see they got these chairs set up, and a little round table here. We finna get this thing going, guys. So anybody who wants to take this challenge, and I will finish up the touch. Now I already was having a plan to do an internal group thing where we was gonna take the person who did the best over these summer months, and Tamara and I was gonna provide an all expense paid trip. But this thing is so important right here, right now. I need to concentrate on getting you guys to act on this first. Then we can put that part in place. So guys, get with me. Once again, Tamara and I, we thank you so much for trusting in us, but we really need you guys to extend your trust in yourself. You got to understand, guys, Dr. Becker has trusted Daisy and the Daisy community with something that she built for over 20 years. She entrusted in us. She entrusted in this whole project for her legacy. And we're here questioning, can we trust having a conversation with one person about $100, about something that could significantly change their life? The significant change of their $100 is not going to significantly enhance you, but it can do great things for them. So, guys, get with me. Enjoy your Sunday. Love you all. Take care.